Time is 8:22 in the morning time on this Sunday morning, May 27th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Sunday Morning News on this Sunday morning, May 27th, 2018. Good morning to you all this lovely Sunday morning, May 27th, 2018. It is 8:22 and 57 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories in the Peter Channel Border News at 8:22 a.m. is President Trump said U.S. North Korea summit may be back on June 12th. Former Southern Illinois Salukis defended at Jason Seaman at a hospital after intervening in a school shooting. Storm Alberta prompts emergency evacuations in Alabama, Florida, and Mississippi. Mormon missionary Joshua Holt of Utah, American elder, the Venezuela is welcome home. As ICE separates children and parents at the border, public outrage grows. Comment after the Delhi USS began collision pleads guilty. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. doesn't think that Sirhan killed his dad. Hawaii volcano, how many people did he volcanoes kill? Irish abortion referendum, renew laws by the end of the year according to the Irish PM. Francis Parr left leads protest against background reforms. U.S. warns Syrian government not to events on the South. Stakes are high in Colombia's presidential election. Elon Musk crusade for American leader accountability last 3 whole days before he recommended a new side affiliate with a suspected sex cult. Lightning leaves passengers stranded at planes at Stansted Airport. China said to approve Qualcomm and NXP deal, sign of easing trade tensions. Qualcomm, to meet China, regulators push to clear $44 billion NXP deal according to sources. Peter Childers' time is 8:24 on this Sunday morning, and it is time now for a sports report. Boston Red Sox defeated the Atlanta Braves yesterday 8-6 tonight. Boston Red Sox and Atlanta Braves scored at 1 p.m. at Fenway Park Ball tonight. Winner take all. Go home. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers. 8:30 game time start at the TD Garden. Golden State Warriors praise Klay Thomas the Big Nine in the Game 6 win over the Houston Rockets as the Golden State Warriors defeated the Houston Rockets 115-86 as it'll be the first time since 1939 in which the Eastern and Western Conference Finals were decided on Game 7s. Nick Young credits his defensive improvement at Dennis Rodman visiting him in a dream. And Cavs rule out, love out for Game 7, both teams would adjust. Peter Childers' time is 8:25 on this Sunday morning, and it is time now for a Peter Channel traffic transit check. Beep beep! Let's study off in the MBT with a shuttle bus replaced with a John service between Jackson Square and Forest Hills today due to track work. And on the commuter rail, Pittsburgh train 24 at 6:30 a.m. and Binders operate 5 minutes late. Yanska between North Leominster and the North Station. And the ferry say on looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways in New England. Down in Rhode Island, it's looking good except the Route 4 to south by side. Those on Route 1 in North Kingstown. But otherwise, Rhode Island, southeastern Massachusetts, Cape Highways are looking good. Boston vicinity looking good. Central to western Massachusetts highways are looking good. In Connecticut, Bear Parkway, westbound side. Those are Hampton Stretch. New York City vicinity, Lincoln Tunnel, eastbound side. Rules on New Jersey side headed towards Manhattan. And up north, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways are looking good except Interstate 89 southbound side. Also around the Canadian border in upstate Vermont. Peter Childers' time is 8:26 on this Sunday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. It is a far cry from yesterday in which we had sun and warmth, and now where the rain and the cool as line of rain showers stretching the line from Halston all the way down to Ware, Massachusetts, number 9 from Connecticut, stretching all the way down to New York State from Albany down to Utica, and south of us a heavy band of rain showers and storms stretching the line from Islip, Long Island down to New York City, and down Norman and Central New Jersey, and down to Philadelphia and east to Reading, Pennsylvania, and rain showers around Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, PA. Looking at the temperature spread around the region, it is In the 50s to 60s in southern New England, it is in the 50s to 60s in northern New England for 34-degree wind from Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, 56 degrees hot temperature, humidity 85%, and 2.52 degrees, but around the 12 inches, and it's rapidly wind southwest to 1 mile an hour. Now, latest on Alberto. Subtropical storm Alberto, 26 degrees to the north, 84.4 to the west. Max sustained winds 45 miles an hour, moving off at 15 miles an hour. Slightly stronger Alberta, moving a little faster north over the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Storm surge was in effect for the Crystal River to the Mississippi-Alabama border. Tropical warning is in effect for dry Triticus and Bimini Beach to the Mississippi-Alabama border. And a tropical watch in effect for Mississippi-Alabama border to the mouth of the Pearl River. At 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the center of subtropical storm Alberta is located in latitude 26.3 to the north, 934.4 to the west. So the storm is moving toward the north near 15 miles an hour, turn toward the north-northwest of the slowest forward speed is forecast tonight. North-northwestward northward more soon expected on Tuesday. But early Wednesday on the forecast track. The center of Alberta will cross the eastern and the northern Gulf of Mexico today and approach the northern Gulf Coast when the warning area tonight or Monday. Heavy rain and troublesome conditions will likely be reaching the northern Gulf of Mexico coast before the arrival of the center of Alberta. Alberta is expected to move northward into the Tennessee Valley on Tuesday and Wednesday, and mass for the same winds increasing near 45 miles an hour with higher gusts. Clouds will straighten is forecast until the system reaches the northern Gulf Coast and steady weekend expected after Alberta Mex feeling following as forecast to become a tropical depression by Monday night or Tuesday. Winds of 40 miles like 10 hours up to 150 miles an hour mainly to the east of central pressure. Based on data from the Air Force Reserve Forecast Aircraft, data is 997 millibar 20.44 inches. Rainfall, Alberta expected to produce a fall in rain by Tuesday. Central Cuba edges about 5-10 inches, isolated storm totals of 20 inches. The Florida Panhandle into the eastern Alabama and western Georgia 4 to 8 inches, isolated 12 inches. Florida, Keys and South Florida, ditch to 3 to 6 inches, isolated storm totals of 10 inches, and rest of the Florida Peninsula from 1 to 4 inches and west of southeast as from Tennessee to the Carolinas, 2 to 6 inches. Rains in Cuba could produce light rain and flash floods and mudslides, flood and flash flood and a possible in the southeastern United States, including Florida. Tropical conditions are current in the dry Triticus, and those conditions are expected to spread northward into the warning area along the west coast of Florida. Today, tropical conditions are expected within the warning area along the northern Gulf Coast by later today. Tropical conditions are possible in the watch area along the northern Gulf Coast by Monday. The combination of storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by reservoirs moving inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the falling night to above ground somewhere in the indicated areas of the big surge occurs at a time of high tide. And Crystal River to the Mississippi-Alabama border, 2 to 4 feet, then the deepest water will occur. Along the immediate coast, surge related flood and during depends on the relative timing of the surge, and the tidal cycle can vary greatly over the short distance. And for information specific to your area, please see products issued by local National River Service forecast today. Few tornadoes are possible across the Florida Peninsula today, as well as security by Alberta will affect the eastern northern Gulf Coast for Tuesday. These storms likely cause life and current conditions. For more information, Crystal Products in your local web office. Take a look at the radar satellite loop around the Florida area, around the area of Alberta, as rain showers stretching along the I-4 corridor from D2 to the beach, down Orlando, down around the Tampa area, and stretching down the Gulf of Mexico and down 75 from west of Tampa down to 4 miles and Key West. Heavy band rain showers south of Miami and down to central Cuba, and rain showers in the several portions of Georgia. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. Today, rain like May afternoon, punch up to 3 p.m. hours. Clouds have a temperature followed by 51 by 5 p.m. Northeast at about 90 miles, gusts at 24 miles an hour. Just pitches 6%. New pitch between 10 quarters possible for tonight. Areas of drizzle with scatter showers, punch for 1 a.m. hours. Clouds got about 51 degrees in the northeast west. 7 miles an hour, just pitching 50%. New pitch between 10 quarters possible for Memorial Day. Clouds got about 6 and north about 6 miles coming afternoon from Monday night. Patch back at it for 1 a.m. hours. Mostly gusts by 57 degrees and south about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Tuesday. Areas of fog before 8 a.m. Otherwise, mostly sunny. The most is going to be for about 54 degrees and just pitching to 0% for Tuesday. For Wednesday, sunny, mostly skies about 8 about 51 degrees for Thursday. Mostly sunny, most skies between 58 degrees for Friday at Church shots. Clouds come at 70 about 58 degrees at just pitching 40%. And for Saturday, Church shots. Clouds come at 72 degrees at just pitching 40%. And that's me for the video channel. Sunny Water News on the Sunny Water, May 27, 2018. Viewers, be have a good morning, good positive. Have a good day.